What's up, viewers, and welcome to Roo Studios Tekkit 1.2.9G, and this is episode 29. Again, I think I may have got the episode numbers confused in the last video, but this is definitely episode 29. Checking my list, and we are still waiting. We did dimensional doors as a fill-in last episode. I did make it back finally, and I still have my my world thread, which is awesome. We'll go into some dimensional doors and warp doors a little bit later on when I'm about ready to transport into possibly the first place will be our ender farm that we make using the tools we have. But what I'm doing now is I'm just gathering resources over here. The reactor's chunking away quite merrily still at 1500. I think that'll go up once I turn it into an active reactor, but we'll see. I have noticed a bit of a glitch in the turbines on my my other Let's Play world, where sometimes the input ports on the turbines stop working, and they won't transport water back into the reactor, which pretty much shuts everything down, because the biggest problem with reactors is getting water into the reactor, especially with active big reactors. But anyway, I think I may have found that problem, and I'll keep testing it and confirm it through the episodes. What else have I done? I have found the end fortress. It's over that way, and I've walked over there. It's about 1,000 blocks that way, and we'll head over there a little bit later on. I managed to get enough pearls finally off of Enderman to make some Ender eyes of Ender, and get into the end world and kill the dragon. So that place is primed, just about primed and ready to build our Ender farm, and we need that to make our mob essence. All right, once we get our mob essence happening, we can then start doing rednet stuff. Rednet, Safari Net stuff. In here, I figured out the induction smelters. Basically, I needed 2 inputs and 1 output. The output is at the back, and the inputs, 2 inputs are here. So the green and the purple are the inputs, and it looks like I've just run out of obsidian dust, which means I'll have a whole pile of hardened glass, hopefully. Oh, I don't. So maybe pulverized obsidian. Why is that? Oh, I've turned it off. That's why. So I've got this set up. So this one is making hardened glass for me, and I'll do the same for some of these to find other stuff that I want to make, and just turn them on or off as I need them. So what I want to do now, this time, is I want to go and set up the sawmill, and I'll make a couple of these because we have 4 different types of wood. So I'll make 4 sawmills, and we'll set it up through our ME network so that all the wood that we're getting, and I'll show you how much wood we've got so far. 5,000 oak, we have 6,000 spruce wood, we have 7,000 rubber, 6,000 jungle. So we've got a fair whack of wood there, and it's a real pain to send this into our crafting woods and just keep clicking out there to get our wood. Now, when we do that, we get 4 planks per wood block. With the sawmill, we get 6, so we increase our productivity. So let's get stuck into it, shall we, and get our sawmills made. So let's go to the recipe block. Sawmill, there it is. And pretty sure we have everything. We need to make some iron axes. So let's go and whip up some iron axes. Oh, by the way, I've been making turbine casings. 636. We need that's enough turbine casings to make the reactor, including building the glass and everything. But what we need is the we don't have blades. What we need is the turbine blades. We need these fellas here, the turbine rotor blade and the turbine rotor shaft. Now to make these we need 12 shafts, and we need 80 we need 80 of these, which means we need 92 cyanide ingots. So we can't do much else for our turbine until we get 92 cyanide ingots. Currently we have 30 of them, so another 62 to go. So it'll be a little while yet. And we'll make, so let's get stuck into making, clear that. Let's get stuck into making our sawmill. Or 4 of them. 1 for each type of wood. And we'll make some level emitters so that we can control how much wood we have left and how much planks we have. Okay, so the first thing we need is some iron, and we'll make those iron axes. Let's get a stick happening. Oh, I missed a piece of iron. Oh, there's 2 there. Oh, I can't see it, that's why, because of this block. No worries. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's that done. So now we put the iron there, put those away. I think they were wooden planks of some sort. I don't think it really matters. So we need a machine frame, some redstone, some of that, and some copper. There and there. And we want 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so where to put it? I could put it just in here somewhere, maybe across here. Now we can put these, we should be able to put these side by side, probably around here somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have to put a wall around there, so that's okay. Let's have a look at this. We have 1 input, 1 output, and power underneath. Now we do need to throw a level emitter on these. We might throw them on the front of them. Because if we don't, we've got to go 2 apart. So let's see if we put the level emitter on the front. So what we'll do is we'll now just knock out the blocks underneath here. Oh, I'm in creative. I've got to be able to get out of creative. There. That's better. I went into creative, did a little bit of testing of stuff, and see how stuff went. So there's power. We'll get power under there. Where is our power? There it is. Still using our fluid ducts. How much? We've got plenty of lava there. That's full. That's half full. Okay. What about these ones? They're looking pretty dapper. Let's grab the power from here, I think, this side. So I'll get some hardened energy conduit. I can't wait till that turbine gets up and running. We'll have power to spare. Okay, 19. We're going to need some more of these. Nitro and redstone. Okay, we've got heaps of that. So let's go to our leadstone supply. Tool do. Get rid of that. Put that in there. In fact, let's just put them back. Invar and redstone we want. Just one of those. Actually, let's do that again. Oops. Give me that back. Go to this one. One in there. 1, 2. That'll do. Probably need a lot of this eventually, so There and there. Get that back and some redstone. There we go. Oh, well, gee, that took it up pretty quick, didn't it? 61 will do. Well, that'll do for now. So let's run some power to our sawmills. I was in creative, so let's get rid of those for now. I'll use those up, so I don't need those anymore. Underneath here. Now you know why I built this thing so high, because when you have to start crossing over lines, there's really no easy way of doing it. Okay, and now all we should have, we've got a ME cable right next to it. That's just good. So we need some level emitters and some export buses and some basic input buses. So let's see what we've got here. We may need to make some. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Let's have a look at our input. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some cable if we have any. Yes, we do. Alright, do we have level emitters here? No, we don't. So I'll have to make some level emitters. Alright, so we'll throw the export buses on top. That way we can control what we want to do. So they can go there. And our basic import buses will go at the back. Alright, and we need to change our settings. So leave that as disabled. Top needs to be blue and the back needs to be orange. We can get rid of the rest. Just like that. Just like that. So blue and orange, just like that. So bear with me. Okay, there we go. So that's got that set up properly. Now all we need is a cable, simple cable there, and one there, there, and there. Okay, so that's hooked up, and that should be all we need. Now all we need to do now, just like any other machine, we'll filter our wood into these areas, and we'll then it'll start chopping stuff up for us. So let's do that now, and that can start making planks for us while we make our level emitters. So let's go to wood. Let's grab one of that. I'm going to leave the rubber wood there for a minute. Actually, we might test it, see what it does. This gives you a byproduct too of sawdust, which you can compact and smelt and turn into charcoal. So as far as coal goes, we're going to have more than enough of what we need. So let's put the oak wood in there, and that should now start filling up. There we go, and she's churning away nicely. Right, see, every time it smelts, you get 6 oak woods out of it, and you're getting sawdust. So we're going to have stacks and stacks of sawdust as well. And notice that the thing turns brown when it starts to be used. So that's that one. Let's just place the rubber in here and see what it does. I'm not sure of the byproduct it gives us. It gives us jungle wood planks. It may give us a byproduct of rubber. I'm not quite sure. But we'll see how that goes. So we'll leave that going for now. Put our spruce wood in there, and put our birch wood in there. Jungle wood, we're getting heaps of jungle wood already from our. Oh, there we go. You do get rubber, so that's kind of handy. So raw rubber as a byproduct, and we're getting jungle wood too by the look of it. Now, why did that not feed in there? Oh, I must have put it in the wrong spot. I must have put it in the machine. So let me just do that again. Spruce and birch by the look of it. Here you go. in there we want to put it. Spruce in there. That's better. And birch in there. There we go. So now what we want to do is we want to make some level emitters so that we can control, we don't want to burn up all of our wood because we might want to use some of the wood to actually make some buildings and things. So let's just put that away for now. And I had to play with the RedNet port too. We'll go into that a little bit later. Maybe next tutorial. So bear with me and I'll whip up some level emitters and we'll get this stuff under control. And a redstone, there it is there, and we want 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Still a bit remiss to burn all that up, especially with the basic processors there. They do cost a bit to make, and when we get our pattern provider happening and our furnaces, our turbines running properly, it won't matter. We'll have so much resource there. It'll be obscene. Okay, so we put level emitter against each of these. Now we can do this in a couple of different ways. We can just put a level there. So what we can do now, see it's all running there. This should have all stopped and working now, which is great. It's all stopped. Okay, why is that one not stopped? Disabled. There we go. Let's change this to low. There it is. So what we've done, what we had to do, because we've they should stop again now. Yep. Okay, what I did was on this one here, I ignored the redstone signal. Because we're actually powering this now with emitters, okay, it's actually reacting to a redstone signal. So what we need is to have it set on low. Okay, so what this basically says is when there's no signal there, okay, it will run. It'll keep going. This one here is when it's high, is when it means it needs a redstone signal for it to run. So one is ignoring it. This one says I don't want a redstone signal to run, but if I have one, I'm going to stop. And this one here says I'm not going to do anything until you give me a redstone signal. Okay, and there are your outputs. So now we're good. We've got everything stopped here and we've got it under control. So what we want to do now is we want to determine how many. Now we can do it either way. We can do it. We can control how many oakwood planks we have, which may be the best way to go, because we're getting continual amounts of oakwood from our farm. We could set a control limit on this, on how far down it goes. But because we're continually adding to this, those will never turn off. So let's set the limit to how much planks we want. So let's say we only want 2,000 sets of planks in each type, and then I want you to turn off. So that's 2, 3. That's in birch in there. Okay. So we just need to match up what's in each of these. So we have oak wood in this one. So what we're going to say here is I'm going to put oak wood in there, and I'm going to say 2,000. I'll just type it in, and this says if this emit when the levels are above or equal to the limit. So once this goes above 2,000, I want the redstone to turn on, which is exactly what you want. So now it's off and it's producing. When we get 2,000 oakwood planks, that will turn on. Okay, this is rubber wood. Now this has been giving us jungle wood, so let's put jungle in here. Okay, and again 2,000. Same again, when I get to 2,000 I want the redstone to emit. Okay, that should be working now for some reason. Why is it not working? Let's keep going with this. So it's spruce wood. There she goes, she's heading off. It must have something to do with it powering these blocks and the ones next to it, which is very interesting. Have I ignored these? It's enabled low. They're all enabled low. So I might just watch that. That might be a case of the redstone is powering the block, and it's actually powering the block next to it as well, so it's turning it off the block next to it. There we go, so that's working now. So it must be when this powers that block, it's going to also affect that block as well. So we may need to separate those by one block each. It's a bit of a pain, but we can manage. We just put one there, and go high, and go four and go four like this. Set up like the induction smelters. So that's now working for us. Okay, we're getting it'll actually build up now to 2,000 planks, and once it hits 2,000 planks, it'll stop actually producing wooden planks for us. So we've now got control over how much wood we want in the system, and that is how we set up our sawmills to our ME network. Pretty straightforward. I'll decorate this and finish it off, and I'll close it all in for you so you can see it, see how it all goes, and yeah, we'll show you at the next tutorial. So thanks for watching. If you do like this series, please like and subscribe. It helps me out. Feel free to share the videos, and I'll catch you on the next tutorial. Bye for now.